Good evening and welcome into the Wise Sports Show. Now, to the right of your screen, we got a special guest to the right of your screen. Mr. Prime is in the building. Appreciate you, appreciate you joining the show.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
you know, subbing in for Pops today.
Yeah.
But now, y'all listen. So Prime is in the building today, and for Pops. But listen, y'all already know to be sure to like, share, and subscribe. At the end of the day, y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And in today's show, obviously, we're gonna have some Cowboys talk. We're gonna also go around the NFL. Gonna hit on the NBA again for this show. We're gonna talk a little bit of college football, and got our bruh moment of the week. So, Prime, you ready to talk to the people, my good sir?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, man. About yourself, man. You ready?
I'm ready, my man. I'm ready. Let's get it. So, first up, y'all. First up, Mr. Caleb Downs. Step up to the plate, my man. So, Mr. Prime, give me your thoughts on your expectations for Mr. Caleb Downs this upcoming season.
Well, for me, him being a number one pick, which indicates to me that he's ready to come in and make an impact now. So I'm looking for just that, for him to make an impact, and we definitely need it because we've been challenged in that area for quite some time now. So we needing somebody to come in like a Caleb Downs to lock down that position, to lock down the secondary, bring the brains and the leadership to the secondary. And like I said, with all of his attributes and everything, and as him being the number one, where our top pick, it shows that he's ready to come in. So I'm expecting for him to come in and make a difference where we've been needing it. So I'm expecting great things from him.
All right, I feel that. So for me, my expectation is for him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I
Okay.
really believe that's the impact he's going to have because I think he's going to start day one.
Oh yeah, no
Like,
doubt.
I don't see a world in which he's going to come off the bench or anything. I really do believe that he's going to start day one. I'm going to even make a bold prediction that he's going to have that green dot on his helmet. I think he's going to be the bona fide leader of the defense day one because of how smart, as you mentioned, how smart he is. And Power Flick Chick, appreciate the comment. What up? How are you? Appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, I think Defensive Rookie of the Year, straight up. And I think he's going to have a hell of an impact. And, we've already heard about how much of a leader he is. And again, speaking on what you said, his intelligence is going to speak volumes.
Yes.
Because the things that I've been hearing is that vets are going to look to him for the calls and things of that nature. And keep in mind, everybody's learning a new system. Got the new DC in here, so it's going to take somebody with brains, with that football IQ to really get it done, to really communicate that those calls and everything to the rest of the defense. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think he's I think from what I've seen and from my studies, since the show, I really did some research on him. I'm expecting great things out of him. They say he picks up real fast. He's a hell of a tackler. Um, he can cover well. Sounds like he got everything. You know what I'm saying? And the way that he's projected to be playing is kind of like in a Palomalu type of situation. So I think with a cat like him, with a dog like him, I think whew, it could line up for him to be the defense player of the year. And that's barring any injuries or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I expect great things from him, man. Everybody said great things about him. Every coach he's played under. Saban said that he probably could have played NFL his freshman year. So
yeah,
I think like I said, he got a lot of upside to him, and I'm just eager to see. I'm eager to see it.
Okay, cool. Then we got a comment from Brandon. What up, my bro? Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Looking forward to them comments, my man. But appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. So, all right, y'all. So that's what our take on Caleb Downs is going to be. So we're both expecting some big things from the young man. So we're going to see what it is. All right. So, Prime, as you may know, Cowboys voluntary OTAs started Monday, right?
Right.
So in the next clip, we're gonna talk about something that really needs to be discussed, and that is, what is the backup QB situation behind Dak Prescott? So we see in the clip here that you got Sam Howell pictured on the left, and we got Mr. Joe Milton pictured on the right. Right. So Sam Howell has some starting experience. Joe Milton, not really. But the differences between the two is that Joe Milton has a very strong arm. The only problem is that thing ain't tamed whatsoever.
Right.
It's just extremely raw talent. So they're hoping that he may turn into something, but we really have yet to see it. And like I said, with Sam Howell pictured on the left, he has, again, starting experience, but the backup the backup QB spot is not looking all that great. That QB room is not looking great. I got to tell you, Cooper Rush, where are you, man? Please come back. Cooper Rush, we need you back or something, man, because I ain't happy with what we're looking at right now. And look, we know the injury history with Dak Prescott, my man. Now, he played all games last year, but your thoughts, sir?
Joe Milton, I've seen him in other situations. He has a hell of an arm as far as being able to throw it. But like you said, the accuracy is a big question mark on him or whatnot. But I'm hoping that Milton has did some. I'm looking for the words. I'm hoping he's done some preparing for what's to come and being able to compete and be the second guy. And even, I don't care who it is, I just want them to be ready. You know what I'm saying? To step into the pocket and handle business when it's time to handle business. But I think I just want to see them battle it out. Now, as far as bringing back Cooper Rush, I know because he knows the system, and that's who we could be more comfortable with him because he's ran the system before. But I say, let's give these guys a chance, man. Let's give them a chance and because to me, once you give these a chance and maybe say they don't do as well, now that's putting pressure on the Cowboys for the next draft to go ahead and do something or in free agency. So, and maybe we can say we need to get ahead of that, but as when I did some research, that's not one of their big concerns right now. So, we can go wishful thinking, and we want Cooper Rush, but I say give these guys a chance. That the Cowboys seem to have a little bit of confidence with them. So hey, let's see. Now I know with Dak Prescott, previous years he's had some issues, but last year he was pretty healthy. He lost weight. He came in looking good, and hopefully the same thing this year. Hopefully he's still in good shape or whatnot. He's not coming in out of shape. So I think that's a big question mark, though. I'm not going front on you. That's a big question mark. But I say let's give these youngsters a chance. Let's see.
All right, understood. Now we had a few comments come in. Let's go back to that comment from Brandon saying Dak has a backup equivalent of Kyle Orton and PJ Walker. Not good. Hey, my man. Hey, my man, you on to something right there, brother. Because, yeah, again, as I said, the backup QB situation behind Dak is not looking that great.
Yeah.
And got another comment from Brandon saying, Sam Howell on film, OMG, trash. In all caps, my man. Goodness, you're harsh. You are harsh, sir. But now, again, Brandon is clearly agreeing with me, man. I don't know, Prime. I don't know.
I mean,
And then Hall Fix,
I'm saying the same
go
thing you
ahead.
said. I don't know either, but I'm like, what can we do? We got to go with what we got, and hopefully
Yeah.
the guys done prepared. You know what I'm saying, over the off season to, you know what I'm saying, to put forth their best foot. So I don't think we can do is go with what they think. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, would
Yeah.
we like to have a better situation on the backup quarterback? Hell yeah, definitely. But I mean, hey, as it is right now, man, we hope these boys ready.
So before we get into this last comment of Brandon, so let's look at what her flick chick have to say. She's saying, me not knowing none of these folks. Hey, listen, that's why you tune in so we can school you who these people are. You know what I mean? Now, it's not good that you don't know who they are, because that means they're not really good if you don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Because if you knew who they were, that means they're okay. Then you got a comment from Brandon. His decision making in Washington was awful. He can't think quick before making a poor throw. Listen, man, you just further my argument, bro. And my man Rico, appreciate you, brother. Hey, well, by the way, congrats, brother. Congrats. You know what I'm talking about. But congrats, Texas Kings 88. Appreciate the comment. No need for a better backup QB right now. Once the season progresses, they'll address it accordingly. Okay, brother. We gonna see. We gonna see. And then another comment from Horror Flick Chick. There's more characters than Game of Thrones. I can't keep up. LOL. All right. So listen, y'all. We done talking about this because it's just giving me anxiety. Honestly, Dak Prescott, brother, stay healthy, my man. Please.
Right.
Please. You see what I'm repping, bro? You see what I'm repping right here.
Yeah.
Please, brother. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So you played all 17 games last year. Let's keep that going, brother. Let's keep it going. So moving on, and we're not going to go into the next clip yet. We're going to keep it here in regards to the QB discussion. So, Prom, you kind of touched on it. With Dak being our QB, right? Do you think, and again, you kind of touched on this, do you think that we should start looking to the draft for a replacement for Dak? Because before you speak on it, we see what the Rams did in getting Ty Simpson, you know what I mean, from Alabama. So they're already in that realm of thinking, that realm of possibility, like, hey, we want to make sure we're ready just in case Matthew Stafford, retires, because it's just a matter of time, right? So they're ahead of the game.
Right.
Do you think it's that time for us to maybe start considering that, with this upcoming draft? Because this 2027 draft is supposed to be QB rich. Your thoughts?
I think we absolutely should be thinking, and that would be a proactive move. I think they will be doing that. I'm gonna trust that if they good business people like I think they are, I think they will be open to the next Dak Prescott replacement. You know what I'm saying? I think we definitely need to be looking. That would be smart.
Understood. Well, we gonna see, man. Like I said, this 2027 draft is supposed to be QB rich, like super QB rich. Like talent at QB is supposed to be super heavy.
Right.
I always talk about, what position is super deep in the draft. Mm-hmm. Well, this is that year. So if we're gonna look into that, maybe we should start thinking about that.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely.
Just then.
Definitely.
So got another comment from Brandon. It said, Dak is on year 11. They better start looking. Hey, man. So we all in agreement with that. And like I said, to keep in mind, y'all, 2027 draft supposed to have a lot of QBs in it, man. I'm just saying. So maybe that's a thought there.
Yeah.
Now, before we move any further, y'all, I want to give a shout out to my man, Tyrone Norman. Appreciate you, my guy. creating the new Cowboys track for us, man. It's fire. I appreciate you, brother. Tyrone Norman, shout out to you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support, my man. All right, and before we move on to the next clip, got another comment from Texas Kings 88. Of course, next season, I guarantee the Cowboys will draft a QB and good QB at that. Manning. Okay. I don't know about that. You know, Arch Manning's got to show some things first. But if he continues to do as play as well as he did to end the season, he's gonna probably wind up being top 5. And we'll see. But
I like Arch Manning. I like Arch, but hey, let's shop. I say let's shop. I don't want to just land there right now.
But and as I was about to say, we just never know how this QB thing is going to go. Now they're saying on paper it's going to be, you know, QB rich this upcoming draft. But as I talked about on this show before weeks ago, this QB thing is not an exact science. So the QBs that were highly rated to start this past year, Fernando Mendoza wasn't even on the list of top 10 QBs, and he wanted to be in the first QB in the draft. So I'm hoping that what they say comes to fruition with it being a QB-rich draft, this 2027 draft, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Moving on. We're going to go around the league, y'all. We're going to go around the NFL. First up, we had a trade, y'all. We had a trade. The Rams have acquired Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns for Jared Verse. For not only Jared Verse, but they also got a 2027 first-round pick. They got a 2028 second-round pick and a 2029 third-round pick. Now, my apologies. I should have said this when I introduced Myles Garrett. I meant Myles Garrett, a.k.a. Speed Racer, a.k.a. Master of Speeding Tickets, a.k.a. I Need a Driver, was traded to the Rams. Your thoughts, Prime?
Hey, man, I think that's a great pickup for the Rams. I'm actually a little jealous about it. Yeah. But great pickup. That just solidified the Rams on defense, if you ask me. The Rams was already pretty much well-rounded last year. So with bringing in Myles Garrett, I think they just added a piece that kind of puts them over the top. They're big contenders now, big contenders. That was a dangerous pickup.
I agree with you. And got a comment from Brandon. This is going to show how bad the Browns are, I suppose. Cleveland had a fourth-ranked overall defense, yet their win-loss record last season was 5-12. Their record with Garrett all time was 54, 79, and 1, plus 0-1 in the playoffs. It's hard to tell who wins the trade based on those stats. Hey, look, man. We saw the success that Myles Garrett had alone. I mean, this dude now is the all-time record holder as far as sacks in a season. And then we got another comment from Horror Flick Chick. I think he looked like one of my uncles. Yo, you wildin'. You are wildin'. But listen, and then another comment we got a comment from Renee, Tyrone Norman. They just gave you a shout out. Absolutely, we did. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Before we get into the comment from Texas Kings 88, appreciate all these comments, y'all. Let's drop that comment for a minute. Real quick, y'all. If FM Picks was a person, it would be Les Snead, who was the GM of the Rams, or Mr. Sean McVay, who's the head coach of the Rams. So clearly, they say, F them first-round picks, they don't care. Listen, since 2017, they traded away their first-round picks, Prime. So it goes to show how committed they are to winning. They know the window they have to capitalize on Matthew Stafford's, prime. Well, I would say he's still in his prime. I mean, he just came off of winning, MVP last year. So he's still at the top of his game, and especially in this system. So for them to make this type of move, listen, I'm with you, Prime. I'm jealous too, man, because What does it say about the Cowboys? Right, we've made moves.
Oh
We have
yeah.
made moves,
I
but this right here, man,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I'm jealous because I would like to have a Myles Garrett, but I think the overall of what we pulled in is just as good, if not better. Now we have a true support cast, and now he does too, because he's going to a place where he got a support cast now. With Cleveland, he was Cleveland. Without Myles Garrett, it'd be atrocious. So this is just, to me, this is a move in the right direction for Myles Garrett as far as where he is in his career today. You know what I'm saying? Like it can lighten the load for him, and he's not going to be beat up. This is going to lighten that load for him.
Understood. Now let's bring up that comment from Texas Kings 88. Appreciate all these comments, y'all. Rams doing big things. Let's pray Donald don't come out of retirement. We got to see them this season. Hey, man, you ain't lying. Oh, by the way, Prime, I don't know if you knew this or not, but with this move that they made, Aaron Donald alluded to on the Pat McAfee show that he might just retire. You know what I'm saying? To help out Myles Garrett a little bit. We got another comment from Brandon. What we have is cool. We got a lot to replace Micah Parsons, and Quentin Williams has upside. Now, appreciate that. I appreciate you bringing up Quentin Williams. So one tidbit of information I want to let you know, Prime.
Yeah.
When we made this trade to the Jets for Quentin Williams, there's a little bit of fine print in this trade, right?
Okay.
So remember, the Cowboys we got 2 first-round picks, right? Whenever, right? So let's say, sorry, I'm tripping. So let's say we have a terrible season, whatever the case may be, right? The Jets will get the better of our first-round picks, right? So let's say if it's a top 3 pick, we don't get that pick, my good sir, because of this trade. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So it goes to show you when the type of moves that are made like this, you know, it just shows how things can be done as opposed to just saying we're in desperate mode. We need to get this player. We don't care. We'll take the deal, whatever. We put ourselves in this position. So listen, they get the better of our first round picks, man. They will get the better of those. So again, if we got a top 3 pick, it goes to the Jets, my man. Just saying.
And I'm what I'm looking at is that the Dallas Cowboys they're in a position where they have to win now. So you have to take risks. So I'm gonna have to go with them on this, and I'm cool with it because, like I said, you take big risk, big reward. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. And then like you say, we got an aging quarterback. He's on the tail end of his career. So it's a win now situation, man. Jerry Jones is banana peel in the grave. I love Jerry, but I mean, hey, let's keep it real. He's old, and I'm sure he's looking at that himself, and it's like, hey, it's time to win now. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta do some drastic things to get what you need. I'm with that. Yeah.
All right, now before we move on from this clip, what does it say about, as far as what do you think it does for the Browns? Now they got some talent, a talented guy in Jared Verse, right? I mean, it's not a slouch. Jared Verse is not a slouch whatsoever. He's a bona fide talent, man. Like, he really is. So do you think this is a step in the right direction for the Browns, or is just the same old Browns? They're still going to be bad.
I think the Browns still going to be bad, man. I
understood.
Because we still don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback situation. And like you said, Myles Garrett was the jail right now. So, and he was a big part of the presence in the locker room, the leader of the team. So
yeah, that
being gone, and then Jared stepping in, he's having to fill those shoes, and that's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? That's that's camaraderie, locker room presence, and stuff like that. So that's gonna take some time. That don't just happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? I wish him well or whatnot, but I think that missing Myles Garrett in this defense it's a big impact. I think it's gonna be a big impact, and I just don't think it's gonna take him. Oh, it's not gonna help him right now. Right now.
All right, understood. Now let's drop this clip real quick before we move into the next clip. Just another tidbit of Cleveland Browns information. Shedeur Sanders, real quick shout out for Shedeur Sanders. Dude made $17.7 million in licensing from the NFLPA.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yes,
that's crazy. And
yes.
he wasn't even starting the entire year. So just wanted to do a quick shout out for Shedeur Sanders. Man, I'm hoping you win that starting job, brother. But hey, you're doing your thing, brother. You're doing your thing. 17.7 million made last year from the NFLPA, just due to licensing and things of that nature, man. Endorsement deals, all that stuff. That's awesome.
Say, man, these guys are getting smart, bro. These guys are getting smart. They're starting to know and understand the political realm of the game. And especially somebody like Shedeur with his father well endowed in the game and friends, and he knows a lot. So I'm sure these guys have wisdom talks quite frequently. You know what I'm saying? Probably every morning for breakfast, 6:30, we at my house and we talking. So
real talk.
I'm hey man, big shout outs to him, man. I'm proud of him. I read on that story a couple months ago, and how he slid into that position. And from what I heard, the NFL they don't want these guys to know that type of stuff, so they won't get that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? For real. Now we don't do no policy no more, man. We grown, man.
No, but few comments from Horror Flick Chick. Appreciate all the comments, y'all. Let's go back to what Horror Flick Chick was saying real quick. She had mentioned something you had said about Jerry Jones. Back to the first one that she said. There we go. There's a name I know, Jerry Jones, LOL. So she started to know some stuff you putting down, Prom. Next comment from Horror Flick Chick.
Yeah.
He is daddy's son. Hey, like Prom was saying, he learned it from his pops, from primetime Deion Sanders himself.
That's right.
And then of course the pause. And then got a comment from Texas Kings 88. Cleveland sports is trash. Said it before. Want them to win, but can't get out of their own way. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. They made some moves, but at the end of the day, we'll see. And one of those moves that they made was Deshaun Watson, and we're gonna see how that goes. And got another comment from Horror Flick Chick. I know Jerry because I'm old too. LOL. Yo, you wildin'. You are wildin'. All right, y'all. So we gonna move on. Keep going around the NFL. Y'all, listen. There's another trade that happened. But before we talk about the trade, we're going to talk about this relationship between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. Are they really good? Are they really good? So, listen, with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, we know the answer to that question, Pron, clearly, because A.J. Brown is no longer a Philadelphia Eagle. Right. He is now a New England Patriot.
Yeah.
And no one can say whatsoever that their relationship was not fractured. We saw all the antics that was going on the sidelines, and this dude, reading books and, arguing with the coaches and all that. Man, some of these comments from the Eagles players after this trade are mind-blowing. One of their bona fide offensive linemen was saying, "I'm glad it's over." What?
Yeah.
So your thoughts on A.J. Brown and him being traded to the Patriots? Obviously, again, we know him and Jalen Hurts were not cool. Something happened there. Jalen Hurts was saying that their relationship was good. No, it ain't. Stop. It ain't good. So your thoughts on just these ties being severed and A.J. Brown now being a New England Patriot?
Man, sometimes it's time to move on, man. You know what I'm saying? Leaves fall off trees, man, and they grow new ones, man. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's time to move on, and I think this is one of those situations where it was just time to move on. Uh,
Yeah.
I think the offensive coordinator situation had something to do with, um, you know, with that change. Think it had something to do with their relationship as well. AJ Brown was not worked. The new coordinator wasn't working him into the offense like that, and Hurts. I'm sure it just seemed like they was in a dead zone too. But I think it was just time to move on, and I like to see. I want to see this because the Patriots is in a great position as well, and acquiring AJ Brown. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. Real
God!
talk.
And you know what? That's what the Patriots was missing, was a
Yeah.
big time player on offense. So
Yeah.
hey, this man just solidified this situation as well.
I'm there with you. I'm there with you. And now they did have Stephon Diggs last year, but if we're comparing the two, I think AJ Brown's better than Stephon Diggs, honestly.
Yes,
Um, he creates way more of a matchup problem for
yes,
defenses compared to Stephon Diggs. So I'm there with you on that. And
yes.
then Texas Kings 88, another comment from him. If they were ain't no more in reference to the relationship between AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts being so-called good.
Yeah,
And we got another comment from Brandon. AJ Brown can stretch the offense for the Pats, might open up their run game. Absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, along those same lines, their young receivers are going to get better as well because that's another year in that offense. So, in another year for them to gel together with Drake May. So we'll see how that goes. Now, keep in mind, AJ Brown's going to have to gel with Drake May as well, but he's talented enough to where that could definitely work. So we'll see. We'll see. So again, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, y'all ain't good. Stop playing. Stop
Yeah.
playing, man. Now AJ Brown is now a Patriot. He is now a Patriot. And just to keep in mind with the conversation that the Patriots gave in return for AJ Brown services, they gave up a 2028 first round pick and a 2027 fifth round pick for AJ Brown to become a Patriot.
That's
So
fair.
moving on.
That's fair.
Yeah. So moving on, y'all. Moving on. We are going to talk about some. Let's go on to the next clip. Next clip. So moving on. This guy right here, Jackson Dart. He is a starting QB for the New York Football Giants. Now, you see in that caption there, QB Jackson Dart called a players-only meeting, according to Mike Garafolo of NFL Network. Well, why are you calling a players-only meeting? Bro, the season ain't even started yet. What are you doing? What are you doing? Show the next clip. This is the reason why they had to call a players-only meeting, because Abdul Carter, which was their first round pick last year, says, thought this blank was AI. What we doing, man? Well, you'll see Jackson Dart is pictured there with Mr. Donald Trump. That caused some issues within the locker room, as you'll see with Abdul Carter's comments. So they had to call a players-only meeting to squash this. Your thoughts, Ron?
I think these guys got to get out their feelings, man. This has nothing to do with our football relationship, and I think he did come back and speak on it in that aspect, that it's not damaging their relationship or anything like that. But for it to be this big, I don't think it's a huge situation. I think we got to be able to separate our political views from what we do at work. And that's what this is, man. I don't care about who you endorse. I don't care about who you choose as the president that you want to lead the country. That's your views. That's your personal political views. What we do at work is a totally different situation, man. We got to show up, put these pads on, and execute these plays, man. So I personally don't feel like he needs to call a meeting. I wouldn't, but I think on the flip side of that, it's a good thing because it's letting you know he's thinking about his team. And when I read on it, he wanted to clear some things up so that they can understand each other. So that's good. That's big of him, man. That's big of him.
Understood. We got a couple comments that came in. Got a comment from Renee saying, yeah, but tensions are high in the country right now. Understood. Understood. But as we'll see with Texas Kings 88 has said, politics need to stay out the locker room, period. And Prime, listen, you know the dynamics of the locker room. You've been a part of it. I'm only looking at it from an analyst standpoint, but you've been a part of, locker rooms, on football teams. So you know what that dynamic is. You know the different personalities that are in there. All that's made up in there. A lot of different stuff going on. So as you said, we need to just stay out our feelings and just, let's understand what we're here to do.
Right.
It's to win football games. That's it. Simple as that.
That's it.
Got a comment from Horror Flick Chick. She said, period, at Texas Kings 88. So you got some agreement there with it, my man. And got another we got another comment, got a new person commenting. Appreciate you. Which is out of left field, but it's cool. We'll read it. I'm hearing GP have a calf injury. That is why he is not showing up. I hope that is true. If not, it might go Mike away. Nah, listen, man. It ain't because of no calf injury. These are voluntary OTAs.
Right.
With this contract situation, voluntary means I'm not going to be there. Just to clear that up right now. I suggest looking at it from a standpoint of when these mandatory OTAs or mandatory stuff starts coming up, if he ain't there for that, then we got a conversation. So we're going to see. And like I said before, players are doing this dreaded hold in. So he may be there, but he might be off the field jumping rope or something. You know what I mean? He might not be, engaged with the team, catch pass from Dak. He might be over there doing some calisthenics or something. I don't know. But we'll see. We're going to see. Got another comment from Horror Flick Chick. She's saying, hey, at Pee Wee with that dreads, 9754, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Absolutely. Hey, y'all. Appreciate that, Horror Flick Chick. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, all right? Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget. Appreciate that, Horror Flick Chick. All right, y'all. So we gonna move on. We're still staying on the Giants. Now, y'all know my theme here, y'all. I love when there's bad things going on with the teams in our division in the NFC East. I love it. Keep it coming. Now, this ain't nothing bad that we're about to talk about, but it is something related to the Giants. And this is Mr. Russell Wilson. Mr. Russell Wilson is now going to be a CBS sports analyst. Okay? So he's now going to be a part of the pregame show with James Brown, Nate Burleson, and Bill Cowher. So he's done with the NFL, at least for now. But we're talking about this just because he was, a Giants QB last season and lit us up. We won't go too much into that. But he was the Giants QB last year. He is now going to be a CBS analyst. Your thoughts, Brian?
I like it, man, and I think he fit right on in there. He's not going to be stumbling over his words. He's a well-spoken guy. He's knowledgeable about the game. I can see him being another Tony Romo, man, calling these games, man. So I like it, man. I like it. It's a great space for him. He looked like an analyst. You know what I'm saying? New Brian Gumble or something. I don't know, man.
Yo, hey man, hold on now. I hope not, because if he that, he can miss me with that. Please. Yo, did you ever hear him calling NFL games? Please. Come on, Crown.
No, he wasn't good at the NFL game.
No, he was terrible.
But I think he's absolutely fit for that spot, man. When I heard about it and I read about it, I was like, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense for him, man.
Yeah, nah, I'm there with you. So we gonna see. See. Is this first time trying it out? So we gonna see how it is. Now, Brandon got another comment from a man. Brandon, he did this because he didn't want to be the backup to Geno Smith. You right? Okay, understood.
Well, B, it's just that time to be. It's that time, man.
Understood. And then we got another comment from Pee Wee with the dreads 9754. Appreciate the comments, my man. The Giant really trying to load up for that week one, but still getting that belt signing OBJ and Juju. But we're gonna get you jumping the gun here. We're gonna get into that, my man. Appreciate it though. So next clip, y'all. The Giants. Let me preface this real quick. So they worked out the 3 receivers that you see pictured on this clip. That's Braxton Berrios, that's Odell Beckham Jr., and that's Juju Smith-Schuster. Now, typically when teams work out players, they typically sign 1, maybe 2. They worked out all 3 of these players and signed all 3 of them to 1-year deals. Now, what does this say about Malik Neighbors? We touched on this last week, y'all. Malik Neighbors' knee injury ain't just some run-of-the-mill knee injury. You don't sign these 3 receivers. You don't sign 3 receivers that you worked out on the same day. All 3 to 1-year deals. They're saying we kind of worried about Malik Neighbors being ready for week 1. Just saying. Because if you weren't worried about it, you wouldn't do this. Now, maybe again, OBJ, which, by the way, he is returning to the team that drafted him, and he balled out for it. So we're going to see. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, with him returning. I don't think he's going to be the same OBJ. He's going to be productive. But, it just says something different about the Malik Neighbors injury, how significant it is and how his recovery is going. So your thoughts on this, Prime? Them signing 3 receivers that they worked out on the same day?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It speaks volumes to what they feel about Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They don't think he's gonna be ready. And I can understand that. And for them to do what they did with these 3 receivers, which is never heard, I think a lot of teams are starting to do stuff that we ain't never heard of. You know what I'm saying? They're making splashes now. And this situation right here is kind of special. You got Odell, especially with Odell Beckham coming back to the team that drafted him and being a leader on the team. See, I think this is also about leadership too, and bringing him back and him contributing to the receiving core and bringing some confidence and some newness, because he's always a innovative type of guy. He's great at running routes. He's great at catching. So I love it, man. I like to see that, even though they rivals and stuff like that, it ain't gonna do nothing for us. Ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna still lose. But I like it, man. I like to see that type of stuff, though. I like that.
Understood. Okay. So we're gonna see how it plays out for him. But like I said, the underlying significance is Malik Neighbors, and everybody's pointing to this charities softball game that they had, and how when he was running to first base, it's like, hold on, Malik Neighbors don't look right. Hold on, and then sure enough, what do we see? These 3 guys getting signed, right? Within a few days later. That's wild.
Well, you gotta know that these guys are being analyzed at every point of everything that they do. Indeed. So I mean, I'm sure they saw the same thing everybody else saw.
Yeah, that was wild. Seeing that clip just over and over, over and over, man. It was just wild, man. But then, like I said, for them to do this, it shows, that they're concerned. Right. So we had a couple comments that came through. Texas Kings 88, my man says, I agree, Prime. I think he'll do great. Russell Smart. So you got somebody that agrees with you, my man. Yeah. But we're gonna see. I don't agree with you, but we're gonna see how it turns out. I don't know. But another comment from Brandon. The Giants are trying to show they're in a win now mode, because the Brian Dable years gave them football hantavirus. LOL. Yo, you wildin', man. You wildin'. And we got another comment from Pee Wee with the Dreads 9754. I think JJ made the right move, not signing Micah. No, because it would have been a Micah might not be back till late October or later. You're right. And now we see what's happening with Parsons. Now hindsight's 2020. Obviously, no one saw him having an ACL injury or anything like that. But that is news, though. Micah Parsons isn't really going to be expected to be back until October or so. Just a bit of news there. That came down the wire today. That came from Micah himself, saying that he doesn't expect to be back until about October. So we'll see. All right, y'all. Moving on. Moving on to the next thing is the Vikings hired Seahawks assistant GM Nolan Teasley as their new general manager. So I'm gonna preface it by saying this, Prime, that this gentleman, they say, was a vital part in the team that was built that won a Super Bowl, this past year, the Seahawks. So just your quick thoughts on this guy being hired as the Vikings' new GM.
I think it's I looked at him and this guy is accoladed, man. He's been a part of some great things and even a short stint with the Cowboys too. But I see that he's been in 3 Super Bowls, got 2 titles under him, man. Shit, the record speaks for itself, and I think hey, it's worth it, man. And I think the Vikings needed a new GM too. I said that last year. It's time for a new GM. They need a new focus, a new mission, and I think they went about it the right way. They went and got a great guy.
Yeah, and like you said, 2 Super Bowls, because he was a part of, that Legion of Boom, and he's gone through some things as far as the turmoil that occurred with Russell Wilson and those guys, and Russell Wilson not being liked by the team and having to go through that whole thing, and he's seen a rebuilding as well. He's overseeing the rebuilding. It's been part of that. So you're right.
Yep.
You're right. So we're gonna see what he does with the Vikings. But yeah, you're right. They needed to make a change. And then with what's happened, I would say if JJ McCarthy, who's the Vikings' first round pick last year, year before that, my apologies. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, how that turns out. But the fact that he hasn't really turned out to be, able to live up to that first round pick status, that was part of the reason why they're looking for a new GM as well, or why they were looking for a new GM in the Vikings. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. So next up, and the last couple clips going around the league here, around the NFL. What are your expectations for Patrick Mahomes this year? Coming off the knee injury, what do you think he's going to do this year?
I think that's a tricky question because usually with the knee injury situation, that's a serious injury, and I think it comes down to his mental fortitude with dealing with that injury. Is that injury going to interrupt him from being the old Patrick Mahomes? I don't think so, because of the competitive nature he has and the will to win. I don't think so. I think he's one of those guys that put it all on the line. So I think and trust that Patrick Mahomes he's gonna come back and he's gonna be wanting to win. Now, like I said again, it depends on it's all about his mindset. His mindset is win. I'm good, and to his defense, he's showing that he's ahead of schedule with coming back. So it looked good. It looked good. My expectations is exactly who he's always been, is to come back and get back in the saddle and win.
Understood. Now, Horror Flick Chick, I am giving some love to that team in red. You know what I mean? I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. But another one, you're right. And then Horror Flick Chick is also saying, I think he's still young, but I also don't know NFL years. Well, listen, with how advanced everything has been with surgeries and things of that nature, we've seen Adrian Peterson come back from an ACL injury the same year. You know what I mean? So or relatively quickly than anyone ever expected, and had a crazy year the following year. So, it's we've seen advances to where, who knows, he could do exceptionally well, but we shall see. But as you said, Prime, he's ahead of schedule. He's trying to push it through. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get back on that field. Hopefully they are exercising patience and caution, to where he doesn't, rush himself back too quickly. And another comment from Horror Flick Chick. Who is Adrian Peterson? Now look, you have to go just go back and look at the film a little bit. You'll see for your quarterback in the red, you want to look at that, see what I'm talking about. He overcame an ACL injury, and he came back super strong. I mean, it was amazing to see. It really was. Got another comment from Texas Kings 88. My man, appreciate the comments, brother. Good bounce back year. Will win comeback player of the year. Okay, I like it. I like that. So we're gonna move on, y'all. We're gonna move on. We got one more thing going around the league, and this is a good one for you. Prime, I'm looking forward to your answer with this one. Which 2025 playoff team will miss the playoffs? Now you see the teams there. Which one do you think is gonna miss the playoffs? Because one of them is gonna miss the playoffs. Which one do you think it is?
I think Green Bay gonna miss this year.
Okay.
And that's because I think the defense is gonna suffer with missing Michael Parsons. I think they're gonna lag this year. Let's see over here. I think maybe Houston, man. I can see Houston maybe not making it, you know, and I don't know. I'm that's a good one, man. That's a good one. But I do think Green Bay. I said that last year after Michael Parsons went down. I think Green Bay. What you think?
I'm thinking I'm gonna just go cherry picking here, man. I'm saying the Panthers. I'm saying the Panthers are gonna miss the playoffs, just because of the fact that Bryce Young. I don't have true belief in him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never one to wish anyone, ill, to do bad or anything like that. But listen, I just think the Panthers are not going to make it this year. I think they're going to be the team that's going to miss play. Because listen, if we're thinking the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs, well, someone's got to go,
Somebody got to go
out of this list. So, just saying, because I'm thinking we're both in agreement that the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I believe they're going to make the playoffs this year for sure.
So you're saying they're going to take Green Bay's place. I'm saying they're going to take the Panthers' place.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then we got a comment from Queens of Conversation talking about Steelers funky tail. Okay, goodness gracious. We see how you feeling. Understood. And we got another comment from Brandon saying that Panthers miss, Steelers miss, Bears miss. Okay. Understood. Texas Kings 88 weighing in, Panthers, Texans, Steelers, and of course, Filthy. Understood. So we gonna see. So all good choices, y'all. But we gonna see. We gonna come back to this and see what's up.
I think she may have something with that Pittsburgh. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, Pittsburgh might not make it for real though. You got Tomlin situation. They still need receivers. Brand new. They got it's no certainty over there right now. So I can see that.
Yeah, good call with the Steelers because it's now the only thing I would say is that there is synergy between Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, but we looking at Aaron Rodgers on the back end of his career.
Yeah.
So I mean we shall see. But yeah, I like the pick about the Steelers not making it either. So if I had to guess, Steelers, AFC side, Panthers, NFC side.
Right.
All right, y'all. Moving on. We're gonna go around the NBA. First thing. There are new rules in place for their anti-tanking rules that are in place now. The NBA Board of Governors has agreed to some new anti-tanking rules that's basically it's gonna be bad for teams that decide to tank for the season. Right? You're gonna be penalized if you're at the bottom compared to before, right? So you're going to get less ping pong balls compared to before.
Right.
And also, they're expanding the draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams, right? So just your quick thoughts on that, Prime.
Man,
I like it.
I like it too because I don't like for people to just tank on purpose and do stuff like that, man. Play all the way through, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like it, man. It's holding accountability. And it's cutting out the bull crap, man. It's cutting out a little bit of the bull crap. Let's go, man.
Absolutely.
Fight all the way through, man.
Absolutely. And again, it does, as you just touching, it's piggybacking on what you said, it does bode well for the competition, right? To where it's always gonna be something to look at as opposed to just saying, well, no, this team's taking, they're not gonna play this star or whatever. You're gonna get penalized for it now. So why not just go all in, play hard every game, and forget tanking anymore? So we're gonna see how it goes, but hopefully these new rules in place, are gonna bode well for the NBA. But we'll see.
Yeah.
And Texas Kings 88 win in. I love it. Thank you, NBA Board of Governors. Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on, y'all. This is gonna kind of hurt some Mavs fans out there. So pictured on your left there is the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, who's in the NBA Finals, right? To the right is Sean Sweeney, right? He was thought of to potentially be a candidate for the Dallas Mavericks head coaching job, and it was ties because he was one of the assistant coaches for the Mavs, years past. Well, he is set to become the Orlando Magic's new head coach. Your thoughts, Prime?
I'm not messed up about that. I'm glad he's finding him a job. Now I don't know who we could get right now. I'm not too privy to it, but I hated it. We had to get rid of that. We got that. My guy J Kidd ain't here, man. I still like J Kidd.
Yeah.
So I hate that went down the drain. But Sean Sweeney, man, I'm glad for him, man. I don't know what his relationship was like here when he was here, but he was a part of the championship run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, man, we may have missed one. We could have missed one on that. I wonder what the what stopped him from coming to Dallas.
Well, I mean, that remains to be seen. We shall see. But let's go through a couple of comments real quick. So, Sweet Thing 99, appreciate the comment, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Agreed. At least try. Win, lose, or draw. Don't be a sore loser. Fight to the end. Absolutely. And hopefully these anti-taking rules are going to get it done. And I knew I was going to get somebody with this clip here. Texas Kings 88 wanted Sean here. Said it last show. Low key pissed. That's really why I pointed this out, because I knew you were going to be pissed about this, my man. And another comment from Horror Flick Chick. Hey girl, go back. Let's go back. Hey girl. Hey, Sweet Thing 99. Can you hit the subscribe button for the fellas, please? Absolutely. Please. Again, y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Now, moving on, y'all. The Sacramento Kings, and I got you, Brandon. I'll read that comment, brother. The Sacramento Kings have had their fingerprints all throughout these NBA playoffs this year. Now, mind you, Sacramento Kings have not made it to the playoffs within the last 20 years. 20 years, right? So as you'll see there, Mike Brown was once the head coach of the Sacramento Kings. You know what I mean? You got De'Aaron Fox that was once a player for the Sacramento Kings. He's now with the Spurs. Mike Brown, now the coach of the NBA Finals bound New York Knicks. You got my man Tyrese Halliburton, who was a player for the Sacramento Kings and is now with the Indiana Pacers organization. Let's drop the comment real quick from Brandon so I can see that last part of this clip here. And then we have Mike Malone, who was a coach of the Sacramento Kings and now, was a coach of the Denver Nuggets, but now he's the head basketball coach of North Carolina men's basketball. So what's going on with the Sacramento Kings? Real quick, your comments on the Sacramento Kings, and goodness, they've let a lot of talent go, my man.
Look like some breeding ground over there, man. Look like a breeding ground.
Yeah.
Sure. They pushing out a bunch of good stuff, and hey, man, but they can't keep nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Sacramento needs to start keeping something, man. You got to keep something for yourself so you can get back into these playoffs.
Indeed. Looks like we lost Prime there. We lost Prime there. So we're gonna keep it going, y'all. Let's go through the comments real quick. We got a comment from Brandon. He said, "Kid did well until it didn't work. Happened in Brooklyn, happened in Milwaukee. It was time." Agreed. And then we got Horror Fleet Chick. Of course, you're gonna rep Kansas City, formerly the Kansas City Kings, of course. And then she's saying, just saying, okay, understood. Understood. All right, now moving on, y'all. Moving on. Again, Sacramento Kings, what's going on with y'all? I don't know. But question I have for you guys, as you'll see pictured above those New York Knicks uniforms are Villanova uniforms. You got Josh Hart, I'm sorry, you got Mikal Bridges, you got Jalen Brunson, and you got Josh Hart. Are all former Villanova Wildcats. So my question is, should Jay Wright, who was the coach, who was their coach at Villanova, should he get credit for some of the Knicks' success? Because these are former Villanova players that he coached. Should Jay Wright get some of the credit? And I kind of say yes, he should. As you see there, Prime. I'm asking a question: should Jay Wright get some of the credit for the Knicks' success? The Knicks' success because he coached these three players at Villanova.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, hey, if the Knicks get a ring, you don't get one. But I mean, you can definitely say, yeah, man, I had a hand in the championship. Yeah, I mean, safe to say, you coach these cats. So yeah, man. I mean, you pat yourself on the back. Yeah. Yeah,
understood. Okay, and I agree. I think you should get credit as well. I mean, you have some say in how these players, came along in your system. So, just saying, get a little. They might send him if they win the finals. He might get a ring sent to him. I don't know. I'm just saying, they might send him some. The Knicks might do that. Yeah, we got a comment from Texas Kings 88. He says yes, he should. Let's go Knicks tonight. Got them this series. Sorry to our neighbors to the south. Understood. We're going to get into that to end this show, y'all. But moving on, and to answer the question, as me and Prime agree, yes, Jay Wright should get some credit for the Knicks' success. So, moving on, y'all, we're gonna touch a bit of college football. So, don't know if you guys heard the back and forth between the head coach of the Texas Longhorns and the head coach of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Right. So it was a back and forth where, head coach of the Texas Longhorns was saying, hey, I wish we had Texas Tech scheduled. We definitely be in the playoffs. Well, Texas Tech fired back and said, okay, fine. How about we do this? How about I'm going to buy out those two cupcake games we both have. And how about we play each other week 1 at AT&T Stadium? Oh, well, wow. That's where it's been left at right now. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Brian?
Man, I like that, man. I'd like to see that. That'd be good, man. That's a great challenge.
I mean, you got my man Campbell with the Texas Raiders, Cody Campbell, saying he putting his money where his mouth is. He said, okay, fine. Let's do it then. I'll buy it out. Let's get it done. Yeah. But again, that's where it stands right now. There's been no comment since he said that. So we shall see.
Accept the challenge.
I agree. Let's see it. I've never heard of that happening before, but I love to see that, man. Yeah. Just buy out the those cupcake opponents and let's see what goes down. That would be so dope.
I like that.
All right, y'all. So to close out the show, we're gonna go to our bruh moment of the week. The bruh moment of the week, y'all. The bruh moment of the week. Caleb Williams, my man. Step up to the podium, brother. When I saw this Prime, I said, my goodness, man.
Boy, look like lineman, man.
Hey, man. He been putting on some pounds, brother.
Man.
Been putting on some pounds. Hey, listen, man. So I saw this. I said, yeah, this is definitely the bro moment of the week right here, for sure. Because immediately when I saw it, I said, bruh, like, what are you doing, man?
Boy, looking like Drewski, man. Looking like Drewski over there, man.
But you know what the funny thing is, though, Prime? So uh it was yesterday, I believe. He was named the Madden 27 cover athlete.
Dang.
Right?
Wow.
Yo. So, the little caption that was said from it was from Green Bay Packers fans for wilding. They said Bears fans
Bruh.
are worried he might be a little out of shape for the 2026 season. You think? Like, bro, what you been
Wow.
doing, man? But it's just
Wow.
wild. Like I say, he's a man 27 cover athlete. Now let's go through the comments real quick, y'all, that we had. Um, so we got comment from Texas Kings 88. I love this. Somebody starting 0-1, hook 'em horns. Okay. Well, we gonna see, man. We gonna see if they actually, put up or shut up. And Brandon say, man, you wildin'. Built like Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
You wildin',
Yeah.
man. You wildin'. And then comment from Texas Kings 88, bruh, looks like Ice Cube, son.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, good call on that, Texas Kings 88.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So yeah, Prime, when you saw this, it makes us say what?
Bruh.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So to close out the show, NBA Finals starts tonight, y'all. So let's drop this clip. NBA Finals starts tonight in about, the pregame's on right now. They tip off in about, let's say about 20 minutes or so, 20, 25 minutes. Who you got, Prime?
I got
Knicks or the Spurs?
I got Sacramento, man, taking his first game. I think they're gonna upset Detroit.
You mean San Antonio?
I mean San Antonio. I'm stuck. My bad. I'm stuck. But yeah, San Antonio, my guy. San Antonio is gonna take the first game, man, and I think it's gonna put them on their heels, man. Put New York on their heels, bro.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, we see who Texas Kings 88. He picked up. He says he's picking the Knicks. And listen, I'm going for the Knicks as well. We gonna see. I'm really, because listen, as I said in last week's show, the NBA is better when the Knicks are good. They're just a bona fide fact, man. It really is better when the Knicks are good. And QOC Network got a comment. Don't trust Prime. He's still. Oh my gosh, bro. She's still on this. Don't trust Prime. He still owe me wings. Yo, she said this before. She's still on that, bro. You got to pay up the wings, bro. Renee.
Oh man. Okay, we got to fix this.
Hold on. Prime, hold on a second.
Yeah.
See, Brandon, look, man. We was cool, bro, and then you had to do this, man. Lakers in 5, LOL. Hey, man, you know I'm a Lakers fan. I'm gonna need you to relax, bro. I'm gonna need you to relax, okay?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Lakers play the Mavs. Brandon, are you a Mavs fan? I hope you are, because I can't wait, man. I hope they thrash the Mavs. But anyway, I'm picking the Knicks to win it all. Hope I'm right. I was wrong about the Thunder beating the Spurs. My bad. I thought they were going to pull it off, but they didn't. So it's going to be a good game, y'all. It tips off in about, like I said, about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. So we're going to see Prime, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you pinching from my man, Pops.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Man. It's been a great show, brother. What you got going on, Prime? Anything you want to tell the people, my man?
Hey, man. Again, appreciate you, man, for having me on, man. Having me fill in for Pops, man. Great show. But yeah, man. Of course, y'all know I'm Chocolate State of Mind. I'm doing some things up here in my shop. That's to be continued. I'm not gonna tell nobody yet. But it's some real good stuff to get ready to go on with the Seesaw and Chocolate State of Mind. I just want to tell people, black folks, black people, hey y'all, let's cut out the bull crap. Let's start pulling together and let's start pooling our resources and making things happen, man. We got enough people against us. We can't be against us. All right, that's all I want to say.
I appreciate you, Prime. See some, my man. Appreciate you, brother.
Already.
And got a couple more comments real quick. See, y'all wildin', man. Brandon, you started this, bro. Texas Kings 88 talking about purple and gold and got the emojis. Come on, bro. What we doing here, man? And my man, appreciate you, Texas Kings 88. Shout out to Pops. Pops, appreciate you, man. I know you got business that you're handling, but like I said, Prime, I appreciate you stepping in for Pops in today's show, man. If all goes well, Pops will be back next Wednesday, y'all. And y'all know what it is. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. For Prime, I'm QMP. Appreciate y'all tuning in, y'all. Until next Wednesday. Peace out, y'all.
For sure.